What's going down? This is your man Dante of Dante Records Music Group, and today I want to talk about bass time effects. And I want to talk about the number one mistake that I see a lot of us making when setting up our bass time effects. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I got a couple reverbs here loaded up. I have the R Verb by Waves, I have the Valhalla Vintage Verb, and I have a stock reverb from Pro Tools. So let's jump right straight to the mistake in a lot of videos I've seen on YouTube. And that's the decay time is one of the biggest mistakes that I've noticed. And here's the decay time on the Vintage Verb. And so the mistake that we're making, to get straight to the point, is that we're looking at the time on the R Verb as milliseconds, when in fact the time on the R Verb is in seconds. Likewise, on the Valhalla Vintage Verb, also the decay time is also in seconds. See it right here? And also the pre-delay is in milliseconds. I'm not seeing a whole lot of problems with the pre-delay. Of course, the Pro Tools stock plugin, it also has milliseconds and it also has seconds. So you just got to be careful when you're setting up your decay time of your reverb that you're setting it up right, okay? Because this can affect how the vocals sound and how the timing of instruments and your decay time not running to another phrase in your song, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with how to get these numbers, let me show you real quick. So I got my calculator here, right? And so the tempo of this song, which you can't see, is 132 BPM. So basically I'll take 60,000, and I'm sure a lot of you seen this, and I'll take that and I divide it by 132. All right. So what this does, it gives me the quarter note, as you can see here. And so as you see here on the Valhalla Vintage Verb, I have the quarter note actually put in as my decay time. So how did I get there? Oh, so basically there's another step. I have to divide this. This is in milliseconds. This is in milliseconds, okay? I have to divide this number by 1,000. And this will actually give me seconds. And so it's 0.454. And so being this is not greater than 5 or 5, I keep it at 45. And this is how I got the 45 seconds for my decay time. So this is the biggest mistake that I see when we're setting up this decay time or reverb time. The same with the R Verb. I would have to bring this down to be at 132 to get the quarter note to 45. Okay, and the same thing here. I can either find it in milliseconds or I can find it in seconds, okay, depending on what decay time is. Now, the pre-delay itself, it also can be found by doing the same thing, okay? So this here now is in seconds. So I'll go back, I'll do it one more time, divide it by the BPM, equals this. Now, to find out this pre-delay time that I used, okay, and you can use any pre-delay time that you like, okay, as long as it sounds good in context with your music. All right, so I'll just take this number and keep dividing by 2. So I say that divided by 2 equals, and see, I got the 7.10. Now, if I want to pre-delay that will be a little bit later, I will then take that and times it by 2. So now I can change this here to 1420, and that'll be my pre-delay. Now, I see sometimes people will try to say, okay, I got this pre-delay, so let me subtract that from this number, and that's not necessary. It's based off what sounds good with the record. And that's how you go about doing that. Now, another easier way, I showed this in a previous video, is to just use a delay that has bass time effects already built in, where you can sync it to the host. All right. So I got it a quarter note here at my BPM 132. And so there it is. That's the same number that I came up with. So being this is 5, I just rounded that up to 455. And so that's in milliseconds. Okay. So this is the mistake, the biggest #1 mistake that I see when it comes to setting up bass time effects on your reverbs, is that we're doing it wrong. And again, it confused me at one time. I thought I was doing it wrong, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing it wrong. So I just wanted to give you guys this nugget so you can make sure your music sounds the best it can. And that's it. Bottom line. Got any questions, leave comments below. Go ahead and like and subscribe. You know what it is. Don T Records Music Group. Peace.